Hey everyone, today is Resident Evil 25th anniversary. I mean, it feels just like yesterday. I was playing Resident Evil 2 for the PS1. That was actually my first Resident Evil game I ever played. Anyway, I'm gonna do a review on Resident Evil Revelations 2. Okay, where do I begin with this game? Okay, so Revelation 2 takes place after 5, but before 6. Which kinda surprises me because this game has a lot of Resident Evil 6 content, mainly the characters. Okay, so in raid mode's really fun. Okay, unlike Resident Evil Revelations 1, raid mode has a way more variety of awesome new weapons. Well, new attachments you can do. That's Cypher, a character. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, so for characters we have Hunk. We have Leon in his Resident Evil 6 uniform. Well, Resident Evil 6 outfit. Chris in his Resident Evil 6 outfit. And yeah, we also have new characters like Gina, who first shows up in Resident Evil Revelations 2, and she's actually Rachel's sister from Revelations 1. Kinda seems bad luck falls on Rachel's family. Her sister gets killed by a zombie. Kinda bad. Okay, we also have Gabe Moira, who is one of Barry's daughters. We got Jill. We got Albert Wesker. Claire. New characters like... Okay, so unlike Revelations 1, the way you level up the characters is... Now, Revelations 1, when you level up one character, you level up every character. Here, you have to level up each character separately, which can get a bit annoying. And each character has different abilities. And you can equip all kinds of different skills to them. Some characters have special skills like, Bewilder. This can confuse enemies for a short time. Though I am a bit upset that not every single character has an ability. He has the ability to throw bottles really fast, that green thing. He doesn't have any abilities whatsoever. Barry, none. Moira has the ability to... Moira has the ability to place her landmines like... Place her bottles like landmines. Gabe has the ground pound ability. Pedro can use a drill. Gina can use jesters as a weapon. So doing stuff like that can damage enemies. which is kind of cool. I really wish that every character could have cool abilities like that, but no, only a few do. And here's another thing I hate about this game. Okay, so for me to retrieve these attachments to the gun, which can give it like cool abilities like faster firing speed, more capacity, more damage, more firepower, you have to destroy the weapon, which can be pretty expensive depending on which level the weapon is. And a lot of these pictures on the wall are from Resident Evil 6. And even some of the raid mode missions. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some of the raid mode missions are Resident Evil. It's mostly Resident Evil 6 location and Resident Evil Revelations 1 location. See, this is the first level in Resident Evil 6. I'm like really confused about all of this. It's supposed to take place. I think this game is supposed to came out before 6. So I guess this is a way for you to. Or maybe it came after 6. Or maybe the same time as 6, because that's kind of confused me. Anyway, the game very much takes place. The main characters are. Alright, so the story of this game is. I can actually replaying it. I can actually say I really do enjoy this game. They have a much wider arsenal. Yeah, unfortunately, there's only 4 episodes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 levels. It's basically going back and forth. So, the main characters are Claire and Moira, and Barry and Natalia. So, there's also some you can unlock after you beat the game, like Countdown Mode, which you have to play the campaign on a time limit. Invisible Mode, where all the enemies are completely invisible. And we do also get some DLCs like Little Miss and Struggle. Little Miss is supposed to. So there's 2 extra episodes. So it's actually 6 episodes. Or 10 levels. I am glad you can play. So while playing the main campaign, Barry comes to the island 6 months after Claire went there. Well, abducted went there. So we're introduced to a new group called Claire and Moira. So Moira, just to piss off Barry, joins Terracell, even though Barry keeps telling her it's too dangerous for you to go there. And Terrasave has enemies. And this is Terrasave. Because terror shouldn't end with risk. That's actually the slogan in the little commercial. So these people are supposed to, after like an outbreak like Raccoon City, they come in. You go in and they go in and they give you medicine. They must save as many survivors as possible, which is noble. Another member of Terrasave. Some guy they find on an island. Okay, so this is the main villain, Alex Wesker. Yes, this is Albert Wesker's sister. I really wish we could have learned more on her in past games. I mean, she's not as epic as Albert was. I mean, Albert showed her in a whole bunch of games, and he gained like godlike powers, able to super speed, super strength, super defense, stuff like that, which is epic. So I guess she got the Ouroboros virus from Resident Evil 5 from Wesker, and she created a new virus. This virus is built on fear. And these are the new infected. So the virus is also based off fear. Those bracelets they wear, they change color. Green for calm, blinking red means you panic, and permanent red is you mutated. So they're all infected with this virus, and once the more scared you are, it activates the virus in you and then mutates you into the afflicted. And we have Ironhead, which kind of looks like a pyramid head-like enemy. Ones that explode. These ones shoot fireballs at you. Another version. And these creatures look like something straight out of Silent Hill. These are horrifying. And there are different varieties of the Reverends. These ones can throw goo at you, which can block the entire screen, and you have to wait for it to go away, or use a tourniquet. Use some medicine you can craft together to wipe it away. These ones, yeah. These ones are the worst because these have a one-hit kill. The one in the middle tentacle or claw can grab me and slam me down. Thank God they only show up in Barry's campaign. And these do too. These are lovely enemies that can turn invisible. And they can warp the vision. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. How can there be invisible enemies in the main campaign? Well, that's where she comes in. So Natalia has the ability to just see enemies through walls. When playing as her, she can actually point out the enemies, and she will point at the enemy and tell you where to shoot. Another thing I hate about the Reverends is they have weaknesses. Right, see that orange thing there? So that's these creatures' biggest weakness. Unfortunately, to hit them, you have to hit random parts of their body. It can either show up in their left arm, right arm, head, left leg, or right leg. And these enemies can only die if you destroy that orange weak spot. They are pretty tough to kill. And Alexa has turned into a mutation, but it's not as cool as Wesker's mutation from 5. And I do actually like the game. And I do love this game because it has 2 different endings. The good ending and the bad ending. Though to get them, you have to fight the tyrant type monster, and to get this ending, you can either do one or two things. Claire plays Claire and reach for the gun, or play as Moira and crawl to the gun. When you play as Moira and grab a gun, she doesn't like using guns because back when she was a kid, she was playing with Barry's gun and accidentally shot her sister Polly and nearly killed her. So Moira pretty much swears off guns altogether. So Resident Evil 8 was supposed to be Resident Evil Revelation 3. And with Resident Evil Revelation 3 is gonna happen, it's gonna be a different game. I really hope that Natalia comes back. And there's some nods to, a lot of nods to Silent Hill. Well, one, Claire meets a little girl, Natalia, who would appear and disappear. Then, just like Sherry, except she's not as annoying as Sherry that kept screaming all the time. And again, yeah, look at this.
Right, keep looking, but I don't think you need her. You're stronger than that now.
So, this looks a lot like Silent Hill. The fog, the way it's raining petals, but in Silent Hill it was raining ash. It kind of does look like snow. And then the enemies you encounter. So in this DLC, you just have to avoid these lovely creatures. That look a lot like creatures straight out of Silent Hill. I do love this little DLC because, well, one, it's a stealth one, too. It feels a lot like Silent Hill, which I absolutely love. Okay, so in campaign mode, Claire wakes up in the island and they're being experimented on. 6 months later, Barry comes by to rescue his daughter, Moira. He comes in with some guns, a shotgun, handgun, and revolver. And now he pretty much has to fight off the infected. And I think this is the actual first game in the Resident Evil series that you play as Barry as the main character, which is pretty awesome. So the game ends with Barry adopting Natalia, but both endings, it kind of hints that Alex Wesker is still alive because apparently she was able to transport some of her memories into Natalia. So, no matter what the ending, Natalia still turns evil. And Natalia is going to be the main villain in Resident Evil Revelations 3. She was supposed to be the villain in 8, but pretty sure they're going to cut that out. I think she was originally supposed to be the tall vampire lady, which I think she's like, how old is she? Like 10? Then 2 years later, she's like 12. And this came after 6 and 7 and 8. So, Natalia should be probably 17, 18 as the main villain in Resident Evil Revelations 3. Not sure how that would work. I'm pretty sure they want to chalk up with the mutation. She was going to get taller, but yeah. So this game is actually, I highly recommend it. Though I do have some problems with the raid mode, especially destroying the weapons. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't like destroying the weapons, then have to rebuy them, because I'm spending more money doing that. I also have to watch out for. And another thing I do enjoy is I really wish that the characters you play as could all have abilities. Because it's kind of messed up that some of them do, but others don't. Really annoying. But and you can also equip all kinds of stuff like that. I love the electric ammo, the ice ammo, and the fire and the force one. So the force one will basically push enemies back. The electric one electrocutes them. Oh, and when enemies are electrocuted, they take more damage. The ice one freezes them in place, and then you can shoot them while they're frozen. I also do love Life Stealer too, which you can increase your health when DSO. Okay, so I know these are supposed to be based off the places. Like the FBC was the competitor for the group for the BSAA, and the DSO is. I don't think we actually met them yet. Have we? Probably gonna meet them in Revelations 3. But yeah, this game is a really fun game. Raid mode is really fun. The campaign mode is, well, I really wish we could have gotten more levels, but we also got 2 DLCs, which we could have gotten more levels instead of the DLCs, but I do like the DLCs. And another thing I do love is, for Revelations 2, you have a much more wider area to explore than the previous Revelations 1. And that is amazing. Alright, hope everyone stays safe. The weather's getting crazy out there. I will upload again this month. There's 2 more months until Resident Evil 8 comes out. Can't wait. Bye.